merriment of African flavors.
Happy Black History Month Bay Day, everyone!
Princess of the Bear here. We're at Animal Kingdom today because it's time to celebrate Bay Day. And by Bay Day, we mean that day.
Animal Kingdom.
Yes, the Tree of Life. And they happen to be celebrating Soulfully for Black History Month. They're doing it in every park, so I'm going to give them a pass on that. That's your number one choice of food and infotainment. We're going to go celebrate. We're going to get some food. Remember, she's vegan. I'm not. Let's go get some food.
Sure to celebrate Soulfully.
You heard the girl.
Pizzafari Amber on draft. This is your one beer. Cheers to celebrating Soulfully. Nice, rich beer. I'm into it. I would give it a 4 out of 5 beers. If you want like a unique beer that's kind of like on the hoppy side but not too hoppy, this is a good one.
If there's any beer that should be your first sip upon stepping in Animal Kingdom, it should be Safari Amber. It's like that first sip after a long time of not being here, or like that first hit of sunlight after a week of cold. Especially as a Floridian. Like this, look at that color. You don't find beer with that beautiful color gradient anywhere else. You know, when you watch Jurassic Park for the first time, I know, wrong IP, wrong party. You see the mosquito in the amber? That's what I imagined it would taste like as a child. Yes, I imagined what the amber would taste like. It was that. 4.5 out of 5 plus.
Here we have rice and beans, plant-based. Haven't seen this one on the menu before, but we're gonna celebrate Soulfully with that. I'm glad I have some beer because if I didn't have some sort of beverage, I would be choking right now. And we got some hot sauce, so hot sauce will actually make this fire, but as is, it's like a 1.5 out of 5 rices. It's barely edible, like barely. With hot sauce, it might be better.
These beans ain't looking too good. Like they're all split, and they look like they have been sitting or cooked for far too long. Like somebody forgot about these. Without even tasting it, I'm already concerned. You should just throw that whole batch out, you know? Animals are hungry. They would have eaten it. That's bad. And there's one thing we won't stand for here, it's bad rice on this channel. We are rice fiends. And bad rice is borderline offensive. It's 1.5 out of 5 claws. Probably a skip, unless it's gonna get better.
We have a small amount of burnt ends, very small amount, very not looking as tasty as they have before, but you know, I haven't really had great luck with these. We do have barbecue sauce. And last time that was a saving grace, was just dipping it in the barbecue sauce. So hopefully we have something equal to Whispering Canyon, but probably not. I suppose if you like cubes of Impossible with barbecue sauce, you'll enjoy it. Otherwise, I don't know. I kind of think it's just, I really wanted to like this, but I just don't. I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5 burnt ends. This is what, my 3rd or 4th time trying these, and I think at this point I can say I don't like them that much. They're okay, but they're just okay.
It's Impossible burnt ends. A few times we tried these before, I have the same problem with these I did with the Impossible short rib when it was at the Epcot Festival, is that it's less burnt ends and more just amalgamous meat cube. If you're gonna call something burnt ends, people are gonna expect burnt end taste. You're really just getting wee squeezed Impossible in the really, really tight, dense cubes, and then sort of seasoned it, and then we gotta sauce it ourselves. Looks cute. I think the problem is it just really ends up tasting like overcooked cubed Impossible Burger. So it's just, you expect one thing and you get something completely other, and then you just, I've tried seeing like meat cubes, I might be more impressed. But when you say burnt ends, I'm not getting burnt ends from this. I'm just getting cubed ground beef. Beefless, in this case. 2 out of 5 claws. I am unimpressed, and I feel like it could be so much better. Like, really so much better. And honestly, at this point, I think it's just being a sandwich. Put them in a sandwich, I might be a little bit more tolerant. Them by themselves is kind of a joke. Here we have our celebrating Soulfully item from Tree BBQ this year. It is the Creole smoked sausage sandwich. I believe this is pretty similar to what we had last year. Go ahead and check the video from last year. I'm sure we linked it somewhere up here at top. I'm not complaining. I think I liked that sausage last year. It's a nice hefty chunk of the meats with a Piccadilly relish on top. Just bite right in. Now, it's meant to be French and African inspired when they first landed in Louisiana. So there's some history behind why they created it like I did. I love the sauce. I like the relish. I just think it needs like a sauce. The sausage is a little bit on the spicy side, like a 3 out of 10 on the spice scale. The relish is really good, but after you get through those and get to the bread, it's just a little dry. Now you could just drop random barbecue sauce on top. They do have sauces that you can add as anything here at Tree BBQ, but I feel like a theme sauce on top of the sausage would have made it a little bit better. I don't mind this. I'd definitely eat this if I had this full time, but it has potential, but squandered. I give it 3.5 out of 5 claws. Here we have black eyed peas. I worry about black eyed peas in theme parks because black eyed peas require a fair bit of seasoning guidance from the ancestors, and I feel like some people don't have that connection with their history to understand what these things need. There's no measurements. There's no like add a teaspoon. It's like when the ancestors tell you to stop, you stop. They were definitely cooked long enough. I don't know what that is.
Cheese or
I don't really want to know what that is. That looks kind of gross. Honestly, it's not terrible, but it's definitely made for all palates. This doesn't have the punch that I expect from black eyed peas. It's a side. If you've never had black eyed peas, I think this is a good entry ramp into them. If you have any sort of family recipes or anything else, this is only going to lead to disappointment and the dark side. 2.5 out of 5 plus.
Does it feel like you're celebrating soulfully?
I feel like they were approaching the door and sort of got lost on the way there. We have a mini peach cobbler cake. It normally comes with scoop of ice cream. I'm a bear that seems to have an eternal struggle with lactose, so no ice cream for me. Now this mini peach cobbler cake is dedicated to the first black author of a cookbook, Abby Fisher. Her book called Abby Fisher Knows About Old Southern Cooking. So Abby Fisher, this scoop of mini peach cobbler is for you. Nice and warm, easy pull. Look at that, pretty. It's funny, Abby started her first business in Alabama, serving pickles. Pickles of this, if this is actually her recipe, and I don't know that it is, just inspired by it. This is delicious. Peach, cinnamon, delicious cake. Honestly, who needs the ice cream? I'm not a dessert person. I'm not sharing this. I'm glad that there's no non-vegans with us today for me to share this cake with, because this is all mine. 5 out of 5 claws. It's better than Tessa's list. It's probably even better with the ice cream. If you can handle that, but even by itself, I love it.
I got the Jimmy drink, and we got Kevin here, so could have gotten a celebrating soulfully drink, but I love the Jimmy drink so much. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. It's a Princessities item. If you can, go see Jimmy.
The Jimmy special. Jimmy's legendary over in Dino Land. And hopefully when Dino Land comes, they will land Jimmy in a place that's more Jimmy appropriate. We need like a tropical America's hard foundation bar. This pop-up that's lasted for 3 years?
2018.
4 years now? 6 years now? That's a long time for a pop-up bar. At this point, we expect a bar in this land, whatever it becomes next. It's like finding utopia in a drink. 4.75 out of 5 claws. The only reason it's not a 5 is because I can't inject this into my veins. So basically, it's a 5. It's a bare necessity. Here we have the specialty celebrating soulfully drink for most of Animal Kingdom. You can get this at a few places around here. Dawa Bar. You can get it at technically Restaurantosaurus Lounge is where it's supposed to be, but they're out from the way. You can also get it at Pizzafari? Thirsty River Bar. This is the mint julep with a pineapple that probably killed dinosaurs. This is the comment that ended them all. Let's see if this one ends me. Ooh. Ooh. If you can get this drink fresh made wherever you go, that is always my recommendation. It's the perfect amount of mint and alcohol where it's not like you just ate a mint or leaf mint. Tasty, refreshing. It feels like Southern hospitality if it was an actual real thing. 4.5 out of 5 claws.
Here we have the whiskey ginger because we are gingerly celebrating Black History Month. Cheers to melanin excellence. Sweet, sweet. Play the music. No, damn. It's very delicious. I like it. It's delicious. I will give it a 4.75 out of 5 whiskey gingers. It is the whiskey ginger I'm looking for.
Here we celebrate soulfully whiskey ginger. Whiskey is the pathway to my heart. Ginger is more the princess's thing, but we'll find out. Oh, that's good. The lemon with the ginger. I'm not even a lemon person, but like when you give me something that can lemonade, like the ginger and the lemon almost cancel each other out, but elevate each other, and then I get whiskey. I'm in heaven. I would inject that in my veins if you can't believe it. That's a 5 out of 5 claws. I don't usually say that about a gin drink. Or not a gin drink, a drink with ginger in it. I'm sold. I think I'm going to camp out here for the rest of the day. So we have another year, another weird soul cupcake. At least this year I don't have the weird like music ribbons around it, but it's still like a banana thing. It's banana foster inside. Buttercream icing. There's a blue hard dome here, and then the colorful chocolate pearls. This is the same white chocolate medallion that you normally get. I'll set that to the side. And then instead of crushing this, like some channels would, I'm gonna cut into this like I have some sort of Hope training. It's hard. We'll cut right through the paper. I'm not even gonna play with this mess. There we go. Banana cream inside. Civilized. Or bear size. We're gonna call it bear size. Banana foster inside. Cream. Boba pearls. Cheers to Joe. The filling feels less Bananas Foster and more like banana pudding. And I like that. This is actually a lot better than it was last year, because last year I hated this cupcake. I think the changes they made are nice. And I might eat half of it. 4 to 5 claws. Joe Gardner would be proud. long day at the park, enjoying the sights, the sounds, the food, the drinks, and celebrating soulfully.
And we're gonna end at Tiffins.
Just why not?
Here we're at the Snow Leopard Salvation. It's a little gingery, but not bad. I would give it a 3 out of 5 gingers. It's not malicious.
Here we have the Snow Leopard Salvation, one of the princess's favorite drinks here most times. It has snow leopard vodka, so it goes towards conservation of snow leopards, and a nice Tiffins Nomad Lounge style glass. Ooh-wee. It's more like liquid ginger or ginger beer, or more like pureed ginger. Like it's like if a ginger was a cheese grater on my tongue. That's how gingery it is. It'll wake you up. But it's not the best Snow Leopard Salvation we ever had. 2.5 out of 5.
Return of the Bow. I guess, oh, let me grab it from here. Here we go. Bow Love. I love the flavoring of the mushrooms, like the barbecue sauce is like fire. I love this. This is a 5 out of 5. This is a princess's item. You should get the bow whether you go to Nomad Lounge or Tiffins. It's available at both. Try it. It's really good.
Glad that we get another chance to try this bow. We tried them when they first landed here at Nomad's Lounge at Tiffins, and we absolutely love them. Some of literally the best plant-based bow we've had on property ever. And the mushroom, I look forward to this. This is probably one of the first times I've had mushroom as a convincing replacement for meat. Very meaty, very savory. So the barbecue flavor, the smoky flavor, very nicely. It feels like meat, but it's mushroom. Like a full-on mushroom bow. None of the earthy taste or like the dirt room taste you normally get mushrooms. You're not feel like you're eating fungi. Top tier, 5 out of 5 claws. If you've ever wanted to try a bow and you're vegan, this is definitely the one to try.
These are the nudes that I prefer over Skipper Canteen. I guess they're chops. You don't even have to. You don't have to try. Dang. Super small nudes. Here we go. Cheers to celebrate soulfully. Smoky, tasty, delicious, a little bit fiery. We have like a 2 out of 10 on the heat scale. Into these nudes, I would give them a 4.75 out of 5 nudes. They're really good. Even though they're really tiny, they're really good, and they got a lot going on for them. Cheers.
The power of Szechuan. This pile of Szechuan nudes. I feel like the portion size has actually gotten a little bit smaller. You got a little bit of nuts in here. You got this like little pieces of eggplant here on the side. It's a full meal. I like the way the spice brings the flavor. I know I've said this for the last years, 2 years now. Spice is not a replacement for flavor. They need to be married together. This is a good example of that. With the Szechuan flavor, a little bit of heat, without overpowering the flavor of the food. I can actually taste my food with the heat, which is a good thing. I actually like the eggplant on the side. I wish there was a little bit more of the veggies, so this is really just noodles. And then like a little bit of like shaved, rainbow carrot. And then I see corn, a little bit of zucchini, and the eggplant. So there's really not a whole lot of veggies in here. There's like a couple pieces here and there. There have been dishes we've got more tofu than we have veggies on this plate. For that, it's getting a 4.5 out of 5 claws. It could be a 5. Just needs a little bit more to it. Have the final Celebrate Soulfully item for this year at Animal Kingdom, even though Disney's cheating just a tiny bit because the shrimp and grits are actually on the menu year-round. Shrimp and grits, yes, they're a Southern Black American favorite, but they were already here. But I do like shrimp and grits, so I just can only really be so angry at them. So you have nice, huge pieces of sea roach on a bed of grits with goat cheese on it, and a little bit of like onion jam as well. Just nice and creamy, like most shrimp and grits. It is tail on, so be careful with the tail if you're not one of those people that'll eat it whole. I'm in a mood, so. When you get a lot of grits, or shrimp and grits, they like to go the most savory route. Like savory, Cajun style. Ignoring the other flavors, because shrimp can go either way. Shrimp will just suck up flavor. These grits are creamy, but sweet. And add the savory to the shrimp with some spice, so they sort of balance each other out. So it's a sweet and spicy shrimp and grits that you don't see very often. It's a merriment of African flavors. I actually kind of like it because it's so different. It's not trying to be every other shrimp and grits. It's its own African take on shrimp and grits, and I love it. It's a 4.25 out of 5 claws. This is going to kill my stomach for the day. It'll be worth it. Every bit of it.
The newest dessert in the Tiffins lineup, the mango sticky rice, plant-based, gluten-free. So sad the trifle is gone, but excited to see, as I destroy this, what it actually tastes like, because it looks beautiful and there's so many components to it. And you know, I always take big bites, so I have to commit to this mistake. Cheers. Wow, so there's like a matcha ice cream on top, which is really nice. Plus the mango sticky rice and a little crunchy. That is amazing. I wish Bear could eat this because I'm in love with this. This is a 5 out of 5. This is a princess's item. This is way better than the trifle. I love this. Definitely get this in your life today.
Oh, this has been a day with Bay.
Bay Day!
Bay Day. And we're doing all the Celebrate Soulful items here at Animal Kingdom. Something we like to do every year, of course. As the #1 choice of food entertainment, when there's something heritage or history inspired here at the parks to do, especially food related, we're going to do it. If there's anything you'd like to see us do, or you'd like to see other videos like this, of course, the comments will be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
we have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Woo!
we'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, Bear may never Bay Day another day with the bears. In the day?
You heard the girl.